The Creation. My hands cramp up again. I try to pry my fingers open with my other hand, but then it too starts to curl into a fist. I let them do as they wish. My nails are filthy. Dark red gunk clogs up beneath them. They've been scratching away all day, scouring at my shoulder blades that have become raw and weeping. Blood as thick as honey seeps from the wounds. Who was that? The figure in the trench coat again, silent and still, staring at the bedroom window. I jolt round to catch them before they vanish again, but I only see curtains hanging there, faded by the golden glow of the sunlight that greets them each morning. Maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me. It seems to enjoy doing that lately. And it does trick me, sometimes. It's getting harder and harder to be sure what is real and what are just its lies. It all began after the accident. Well, someone was to blame, so I guess it wasn't so much as an accident as it was an impatient moron in a ute. She was just a kid, following a butterfly that had caught on the wind and floated across the road. I reacted, hands outstretched, grasping at air, until I clasped my hands around her wrists and flung her to the footpath. She screamed, cried out for her mother. I would have too, but I knew there would have been no sense to it. I smelt rubber burning on bitumen. I coughed, gagging as a warm metallic taste bubbled inside my mouth. The last thing I remembered seeing through my fluttering eyelids was the bright blue sky above me. Then my eyelids grew too heavy. I felt nothing and everything at the same time. 206 bones in the human body, around 600 muscles and 78 different organs, and every one of them was fighting like a civil war inside of me. I could smell my mum's roast beef cooking in the oven, even though I was lying in a hospital bed, with various wires attached to me and tubes sticking in where I'd rather they weren't. I would have given anything to swap the dry, bitter taste in my mouth for that salty pan juice gravy she'd always make. I started hearing colour. A symphony would erupt as I opened my eyes and stared at something long enough for it to play a tune for me. The teal of a nurse's scrubs bounced around like the whistle of a piccolo. Trumpets blasted in my ear as I looked down at the yellow liquid filling up a bag beside my bed. Black was always the quietest, until it wasn't. It sneaks up on you like the tuba in the Jaws theme, always there, lurking in the shadows. People came in and out. I could feel their worries through the fake smiles they forced as they entered. They were always concerned, never hopeful. They came during the day, they came during the night, poking, prodding, squeezing, injecting, tapping, whispering, until finally they stopped, and I got wheeled out of there. I scratched the itch on my back again, knowing it'll never satisfy but persisting nonetheless. Then the softness of my skin gives way. A bone, razor sharp, splits open my skin. I fear my shoulder blade has broken free again. But this is something else. It grows upwards, casting a shadow as it looms above me. I slump to one side momentarily, before another bone slices its way through my soft and doughy flesh. 2 limbs tower above me, flicking themselves clean. They open up, stretching out from one side of the room to the other, then they tuck themselves in around me. They don't scare me. I am calm and at ease, reassured as they hug me firmly. And then she comes before me, a reassuring smile on her heart-shaped face, eyes that look so familiar but I can't place them. I can't place anything anymore. I can't even remember my own name, but it doesn't bother me. She reaches her hand out towards me. I catch the scent of her delicate perfume, a mixture of jasmine flower and empathy. She feels familiar, like a teacher you had as a child that encouraged your reading, even though the letters danced across the page as you tried to catch them. I touch her hand, and suddenly I'm numb to it all. The orchestra of colours cease. The smells of memories dissipate. I tasted nothing but the end. And then I started again.